Cursed clock countdown. It started with a soft tick, a sound I could barely hear at first, like a whisper in the wind. I had just returned from the flea market with my newest find, an antique clock with intricate carvings and a face that seemed to watch you, no matter the angle. It was a statement piece, I thought, something to tie the room together. Yet, as I placed it on the mantel, an uneasy feeling settled over me, like the air before a storm. The clock, unwound and silent, should have been just that, silent. But at midnight, the ticking began, steady and relentless, echoing through the walls of my apartment. I brushed it off initially, attributing the sound to an overactive imagination or perhaps the creaks of an old building. But when the news of an accident reached me the following morning, the coincidence was hard to ignore. A neighbor, someone I had barely known, had died in a freak accident at the very moment the clock started ticking. I shivered, dismissing the thought as irrational. Yet, the next night it happened again, and another life was claimed. This time, it was a colleague from work, their memory now marked by the ticking I couldn't escape. Desperation drove me to research, diving into the clock's history. I discovered it had once belonged to a notorious watchmaker rumored to be involved in dark rituals, crafting timepieces that were said to be cursed. Each tick supposedly counted down to someone's demise, a claim I'd have laughed at days ago. Now, it felt like a curse I couldn't shake. The ticking haunted me, a grim metronome counting down to a fate I couldn't predict. I tried to destroy the clock, but it remained untouched, the ticking growing louder, more insistent with each failed attempt. In a final act of defiance, I decided to leave, abandoning my apartment and the cursed object within. Yet, as I stepped out, the sound followed me, an invisible chain anchoring me to its sinister rhythm. The realization hit me like a cold sweat. I had become part of the clock's macabre design, my life entwined with its relentless tick. As I write this, the ticking grows impossibly loud, resonating in my bones. I realize now that the clock wasn't marking someone else's time, it was marking mine, a countdown to my inevitable end.